Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Reset. 19. Right there. 56. Bring it. Check 43. Alert. Go.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check nickel. Switch gears. Check it out, read. Back to the line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Again, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
47, 19, 27. I'm coming for you. You know. Watch the shot.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
He's choking. He's choking. Crash.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
It's third and
10. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Check nine.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And here's Bennett operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
47's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the twist. Watch the 59. Hey, 55. 47's the mic. Bugs, right. Check check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Mike 5-5. I got it. Mike 55. Check 55.
To throw on 2nd down. Bennett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, eat. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 55, Mike, guys, 55. Danny. 25, check 25.
Bennett now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage depth.
And he will have a touchdown. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On the double. Up. 55. Go. Watch the backer. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bennett. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's get in there. Six guys. Check 6 guys. 24.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This is it. 19. I got one.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Keke QT with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 24, check 24.
Now Bennett from the gun. He'll throw. That's complete to Smith. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Bennett to throw. Off play action. And it's complete. Hooper, the 30. Past the 20, 10, 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch the whip.
Here we go now with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ito Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 57 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him.
Hey, 24.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, 31.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 10 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. This could make some plays.
Got an open man. It's Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Squeeze. Crunch. Don't.
55, Mike, guys, 55. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Bennett on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And here's Bennett. A final shot before break. Complete. Smith has it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Get ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's crashing. Get it roll. Rest. Orbit.
Bennett now, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 13.
Throwing on first down. Bennett. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here we go, D. Go. Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Bennett from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to go for a big, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go,